Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, boxer, pretty good boxer, for you guys. Demetrius Andrade, right? 2-division champion and in obscurity right now. Demetrius Andrade, he's in obscurity right now because he made horrible, and I mean horrible, boxing decisions, right? And because of those horrible decisions, he's out on the outskirts. Don't nobody even talk about him. 2-division champion at 154 pounds, champion at 160 pounds. Think about 160 pounds. That's the middleweight division. You're a champion in that division, and don't nobody know you. Don't nobody talk about you because you was whack, you was overrated, and you made horrible, and I mean horrible, boxing decisions. Now, I don't even have to sue that because everybody that's here that knows me already know that's psych. We know damn well Doma ain't talking about that. He don't think that way. We know damn well. So don't even try it, Doma. You didn't fool nobody. But if you knew, psych. Okay? If you knew. Right? Demetrius Andrade, the mistake he made was being good. That's his mistake. Okay? The other mistake he made was trying to prove something to somebody in New Russia. That's the other mistake he made. Go somewhere else and fight. When somebody appreciate what you're doing. Right? This is just an excuse to talk about Demetrius Andrade video because ain't nobody talking about it. Right? Last time we seen him was get beat up by David Benavidez. Right? Now let's talk about New Russia. Right? The thing is, people regurgitate BS from people who are coming from a bad place, and then we just regurgitate the news that they talking about. Right? People attack our country on January the 6th. 2021 with Confederate flags, and we calling them tourists, and you regurgitate it. I know I'm gonna go from this one to boxing. Then somebody, Floyd Mayweather beats up Manny Pacquiao, makes him look pedestrian, and then that's the people say boring, and then we regurgitate it, right? Now I'm coming to this one. Oh, Demetrius Andrade makes horrible boxing decisions. We hear that a few times, and then we regurgitate it. Do you know the horrible boxing decision that people are talking about with Demetrius Andrade? Demetrius Andrade, I think it was at 154 pounds, and it was supposed to fight Jermell Charlo one time, right? And Demetrius Andrade called that fight off, but it was late. What I'm hearing, because I don't remember, but what I'm hearing is a week or two before the fight, he called it off because they wanted more money. Now, Demetrius Andrade is a champion. Jermell Charlo was the champion. If they were having these guys fight for pennies, Demetrius Andrade was probably saying, let me get some more money for that fight. That's the bad mistake he made that people talk about. One fight, he wanted more money for fighting Jermell Charlo because it was a unification match. That's what we're talking about. Let me show you some other stuff. We're talking about bad decisions. I'm the 154-pound champion and real good. I'm screaming for Canelo, asking him to fight over and over. He's my mandatory. Canelo is my mandatory, and I'm saying, hey, dude, you can fight me. I'm the champion. I thought you want to be champions. That's probably almost exactly how he said it. Champions. Most of the mandatories want to be champions. That's what he said. That's a bad move for calling out Canelo when he's your mandatory. You're supposed to leave him alone and coddle him and don't even say nothing about him. That's a bad decision he made by being a champion and telling the mandatory to fight me. That's what he made. And because he couldn't get no fights, then he gets stripped of his title at 154. Then he goes up to 160 pounds. He wants to fight Canelo still. He wants to fight Gennady Golovkin still. So you know what bad decision he makes? He says, I'm going to go sign for the same promotion company, because back then people were talking about sides of the streets, right? I'm going to go sign for the same promotion company as Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. DAZN. So he goes and does that. That's a bad business decision, what they're talking about. He goes to sign for Canelo's and Gennady Golovkin's promotion company so he can get, or network, so he can get those fights easier. But I guess that's a bad decision, right? They keep trying to get Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. They're calling Canelo one of the best ever. They're calling Gennady Golovkin the best middleweight since Marvin Hagler, or even better. So you don't want to go sign for the same company as them, do you? That's a bad decision. Oh, but your mandatory for 2 years is Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is also signed for DAZN. Now that's a bad business decision to go sign for the same company as your mandatory and guys that they're saying are the best ever, that you're trying to fight and making it easy and taking the excuses from them. You don't want to do that, now do you? Now in this time, for those who remember, right, we were talking about sides of the street, meaning that this promotion company and that promotion company wouldn't work together and stuff like that. That was back in the time before Turkey Al-She said, shut up with that crap, right? But now, that time, it was like that. So you couldn't get fighters from PBC, Al Heyman and them, to fight you if you was over there, right? Now, let me just show you how much BS that was at the time. When Demetrius Andrade would have a fight, he had a fight against that guy, pretty good guy, like Liam Williams or something. Had a good fight against him. After that fight, now he's at DAZN with these guys. Do you know DAZN would say after that fight, they would say, hey, you know, the best fight in the middleweight right now would be Demetrius Andrade versus Jamal Charlo, who was on the other side of the street at PBC. Now let me just show you how DAZN was. Instead of saying, hey, you know something? He's right here, but Canelo's right here in the same by DAZN. Gennady Golovkin's by DAZN. His mandatory, Jaime Munguia, is by DAZN. No, they would say the best fight is him against somebody on the other side of the damn street. But that's a bad business decision, right? So he couldn't get no fights. So now he said, well, damn, man, Canelo's running for this guy named David Benavidez, the monster. I got to go way up here in the other division. He went up there to fight Demetrius, David Benavidez. Now that could have been a bad business decision because he got beat up. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, ironically, is Demetrius ain't made too many bad decisions, right? Let me tell you, a John Ryder and them kind of guys probably made more bad decisions. But if you're awesome, it's easy to make bad decisions because people are looking for excuses not to fight you. And that's what happened to Demetrius Andrade. So this is basically a damn Demetrius Andrade, we ain't forgot about you. We feel with you. And if you can get back in the mix, although your prime is over now, but maybe you can get back in the mix and do a little something, right? But we ain't forgot about you. We know you're good, damn it. And you ain't made you ain't made no more worse business decisions than anybody else in boxing. If you were whack, you would have got a fight a long time ago, right? Especially, I don't know how champions can make business decisions. Bad ones. I'm the champion. People are supposed to be wanting my belt. Why didn't nobody want my belt, the WBO belt at 154 pounds? Why didn't nobody want my belt, the WBO belt at 160 pounds? Right? As soon as Liam Smith got it, Canelo fought him after saying he ain't gonna fight me. This is what you guys are calling bad decisions. Stop doing that and tell the truth, especially when you're a new Russian, because that's what new Russians want to hear. They ain't hearing it here. Anyway, Demetrius Andrade is still all that in a bag of chips. I don't care if he's on the sideline. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And we up out of here, y'all.